8%. I never did. Thought he was a meathead. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Hunt Proof. I am Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
Go set up your Hunt Proof app account right now. You can do the free version. You can do the paid version. They got something for everybody. It is easy and affordable. So go do it right now.
And go follow me on Instagram at jstanfield68, trying to catch Andy.
Oh, I hit the 10K mark.
Yeah, I'm
finally.
It's
Finally.
jstanfield68. Share it with all your friends. Tell me
share it with your friends, family.
Yep. All right.
Drop in the bucket.
Last week of the NFL season makes me want to cry.
Can you believe that?
It sucks. It goes by so fast. It's like Christmas as a little kid. Can't wait for it to get here.
It is.
I'm looking for it from May and then June and then July 4th gets here and it's like, oh, football. Training camp starts in 3 weeks.
I do.
And then the hardest time is the month of May waiting to find out where you get a draft in your fantasy league.
Well, we don't do anything until the night before, day before, day of.
The day of the draft is when we do our draft order.
So
how many leagues did you win?
Rob us.
How many leagues did you win? None. Okay, well.
None. But wait up, hold on.
Did you win a league?
Hold on a second, Jeff, because I have found out that we are going to reorganize the scoring in a lot of these leagues. Correct or incorrect?
One league we're going to
correct or incorrect?
One league, yes.
Why aren't we going to do it in both? If we're going to do it in one, why not do it in both?
The other league's already set, right?
What are you talking about?
Were you talking about the Big Baller League?
Yeah. You're going to revamp everything.
I'm going to do it just like it does our Stud Farm League, yeah.
That's how it already is.
No, it's not either. The Stud Farm League has bonuses and stuff, and the Big Baller League doesn't.
No. You had said at one point in time that you were going to...
Oh, the playoffs? The playoff deal?
Yeah.
Yes, I am going to change that.
You were going to do an aggregate of the 2 weeks.
Yes, for the semifinals. But you wasn't even you weren't in the semifinals.
Yes, I fucking was, too.
In what league?
In the Stud Farm League.
No, in the bottom bracket.
No, I was in the big boy bracket.
Oh, you got beat in the big boy bracket, too? Okay, well. Would you have done better with the second?
Yeah.
The aggregate, would you have made the finals?
Well, I don't know. How are you going to do this? Because the way I understand it, you're going to take a combination of the 2 weeks. You're going to play. The
semifinals are going to be 2 weeks long and add the scores together, and then the finals will just be 1 week.
I don't know how I'd have done that.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I lost by 4 in the semis, and then I had the top scorer for the finals week, which I knew was going to happen.
Then you would have been in the deal.
Which I knew was
going to happen. The
Blizzard
really screwed up a bunch of leagues. What do you think? Logan Buehler is our assistant pick today, or our third guy pick. How are you doing, Logan?
I'm great.
Right. What town in Michigan are you from?
Freeport,
Michigan. My boy Logan. We call him Yoder around here. Yoder. Our little Amish guy who's not Amish, but he's a good kid. So, anyways,
I didn't win any.
Do you think the Blizzard fucked up the fantasy playoffs that last week when it was so cold everywhere?
No.
Coldest day in the history of the NFL.
No, I don't think so.
It did if you had Justin Fields.
Man up.
Yeah.
Man up.
Killed me. But anyways,
I didn't win any. I was in a lot. I didn't win any.
You know, did you see our ESPN league? You got third in that ESPN league. We have a local league we're in also.
Now I got to pay for all you schlubs.
No, you're just paying the transaction fees. It's like $20. But
for fucking 4 teams.
No, it's not. I think it's only
mine, yours, Harry's, and Tony's. That's 4 teams.
Me, Tony, and Harry's is about $20 is all.
It'll be more.
What's screwed up about the whole thing is in that league, the guy said, we're just going to go with the last score. Well, I would have gotten 4th, which paid money. It doesn't have a playoff system, which sucks. And it's just 4 teams. And they wanted to play week 18, and we voted against it, and it was just week 17. But I played a guy, and I had a horrible this week. He beat me by 2 points, but he had to count he had Josh Allen, and they counted their stats for 1 quarter. And I thought that was kind of shitty. I didn't think that's fair. Luckily, I would have felt bad if I would have beat him by a point knowing that, because that was not fair at all. Yeah. So I think that's kind of a bullcrap deal. I thought that was a stupid way as a commissioner to do things.
A lot of people say that they're going to take the yearly average of these players and apply them to the team.
Well, what we're doing in our Big Baller League and the Stud Farm, which I'm commissioner of, is we're going to play all the stats in week 18 for the week 17 spots, just the 3 spots. We're not playing everybody over. So like Josh Allen, like in our Big Baller League, Josh Allen is playing against Joe Burrow and Stephon Diggs. The Josh Allen team's got a lead. We're going to play those 3 players next week's stats because they're all playing meaningful games.
But that's not fair.
Yes, it is.
I don't think that it is because I got Jamar Chase. He missed 6 weeks in there to injury.
No, not the average. What we're doing on our league is fair.
What do you mean?
We're counting the points. We're going to play week 18, and those points from week 18 are going to count towards last week's totals.
So we're not taking an average.
No. It's not fair. We're taking Josh Allen's
because like
game.
me, because I mean that made a lot of sense at first, but now I look at Jamar Chase. He's got 5 or 6 weeks in there where he was hurt.
It's not fair. The way we did it, it's not fair for a team to start a player who done shitty, 5 players that done shitty last week, and then he gets all new stats too. So what we're doing is just playing the game. The players that were in that last game, we're using their points from week 18 because we don't play week 18 anyways, and that counts for the championship and just the finals. So that's the way we're doing it.
Right.
Okay, let's get on to the picks because we got dinner and people
We got
coming
shit
in.
to do.
Okay, right now, I have an insert. You would have to go 16-0, and I would have to go 0-16 for you to catch me.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yes, I am. I'm telling you a chance. So, anyways, first game is Kansas City at the Raiders, and I am taking Kansas City because they've got to win for home field advantage, and I have no idea how that's all going to work out in the NFL.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Okay. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Winner goes to the playoffs. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville.
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 Now, you can catch Andy. The guest can surpass Andy, okay? Just letting you know that. So
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
I could already tell you that.
Give me a break.
Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Tampa Bay is setting their whole team, so I'm going to take Atlanta, and I really don't have much faith if Atlanta was playing the Dogs.
Atlanta's favored, so I will go Tampa Bay.
Is that your upset?
No.
What are you taking?
Atlanta.
New England at Buffalo. Boy, I tell you what, I don't know what's going to happen.
Which, once again, who knows?
All the emotions and stuff with this player, this team and shit. And I don't
They're
know
at Buffalo?
Yeah, New England. If New England wins, they're in the playoffs. If Buffalo loses, Buffalo is going to have the 3rd seed probably, and only going to get one home playoff game. If Buffalo wins, Buffalo should have home field advantage, but I think Kansas City's going to get that because they're going to call that a forfeit or a draw. So, almighty. I'm going to take Buffalo, and I'm going to make that by lock even.
I am taking Belichick, and I'm making that my upset.
New England.
Oh, Belichicky.
Minnesota at Chicago. I'm taking Chicago, and I'm making that my upset.
Why is Minnesota sitting everybody?
No, I just don't think.
Minnesota.
It's about time to choke, and that's what Kirk Cousins is good at it.
Minnesota.
The Ravens at Cincy. I'm taking Cincy.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Do you think that Lamar Jackson plays this week? Or is he going to miss 6 weeks again?
Miss 6.
Can you imagine him wanting to come to you to pay him $45 million a year and he misses 6 weeks, 2 games in a row? 6 weeks in a row. I mean, I think he's a waste of money. But the other kid is not very good, Tyler Huntley. Yeah. He sucks. Okay, the Chargers at Denver. I'm taking the Chargers.
Chargers.
You know you have to take a lock and upset. Okay. Texans at Indy.
Huh.
I'm taking Houston.
Where?
At Indy.
Indy. I'll go Indy.
Texans.
Home field, baby.
New York Jets at Miami. I think if Miami wins,
Tua is not playing.
Well, he hasn't played a lot lately. If the Jets and the Miami play, if New England loses and Miami wins, I think Miami's in the playoffs. So Tua's not playing. Is Bridgewater playing or is he out too?
I don't think so.
I'm going to take the Jets.
Jets.
Carolina at New Orleans. I'm going to take New Orleans.
Carolina.
New York Giants at Philly. I'm going to take Philly by 423 because Giants are
Giants
setting
are
their
sitting
whole team.
everybody Philly.
Yeah, the whole team is setting.
Philly.
And let's look at it this way. If the Giants lose, the Giants are still in the playoffs like they're going to be anyways. They can't go up or down. And if Philly wins, Dallas is not the division winner. Philadelphia all them teams hate Dallas, so that just New York will be laughing their ass off. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. I'm going to take the Steelers.
Yep.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Now there's a way that Pittsburgh can still get in the playoffs too. Miami has to lose. New England has to lose. Miami has to lose. And if Pittsburgh wins, I think Pittsburgh's in. Mike Tomlin's done a good job there because they don't have a whole lot. Did you see where James Washington got cut today?
I saw that.
I hated that. Arizona at San Francisco. I'm going to take the 49ers.
Are they not resting everybody?
They have to. If they win, they get hurt. If they win and Philadelphia loses, I think they have home field advantage through the whole playoffs.
San Fran.
I think.
San Fran, that's my lock.
There you go.
L.A. at Seattle. I'm going to take Seattle because Seattle needs to win maybe to get in the playoffs.
L.A. Rams.
You're taking the Rams?
No, that's who they're
Yes.
playing. Yes, I'm taking Seattle.
Rams.
Woo!
I have to. I have to.
There he goes, being a homer.
Dallas at the Skins. Skins are starting their third string quarterback. Dallas has to win. I'm taking Dallas.
Dallas.
Go
Cowboys.
okay.
11 from heaven.
Last pick of the year from regular season.
From 4-8, ladies and gentlemen. From 4-8.
Detroit Lions, Logan's team, versus Andy's team, the Green Bay Packers. I pick first. Green Bay wins. They're in the playoffs. And Green Bay is scary if they get in the playoffs, I think. I'm going to take Green Bay.
Now, Detroit has to have help from Seattle. Correct?
Detroit has to win this game, and then Seattle has to lose.
Seattle has to lose. So if Seattle wins,
do you believe that the NFL sets up games?
yes, I do.
Okay, then
100%.
Then Seattle will lose that game.
You think so?
Well, then it would. What Sunday night's final game would be whoever wins goes to playoffs.
But if Seattle wins,
Then Detroit can't do nothing but beat Green Bay, and they're going to want to knock Green Bay out because they hate them.
hold on. If Seattle wins, Green Bay's got the spot no matter what.
No, if Seattle wins, Green Bay has to win to get in.
That's what I'm saying.
If Seattle wins and Green Bay loses, Seattle's in the playoffs.
If Seattle wins and Green Bay wins,
Then Green Bay's in.
and Seattle's not. So this is the last spot for the playoffs. That's what I'm asking you.
Yes, I said you believe the NFL sets up games. If you believe that, then Seattle will lose early game, and it'll be Green Bay and Detroit.
I think
the winner
there's
gets in.
drama either way.
Well, yeah, there's drama either way because if Green Bay wins, they're in. If Seattle loses, then Green Bay or Detroit's in the playoffs. If Seattle wins, Detroit, all they're playing for is to beat Green Bay, and you know they want to do that shit bad. Because they've had a hell of a year compared to where
But
they've been.
seriously, I mean, look at this. Do you not think that the NFL tinkers?
You think all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers can throw touchdowns?
They were 4-8, Jeff.
I understand
And they
that.
look miserable doing it.
Well, now they're
Like they look lucky to win those 4 games that they won.
Okay, so you're taking Detroit then, we're saying.
No. Green Bay all the way. That's my lock.
And that's your upset, I'm assuming. You're taking Detroit.
Sure is.
Now, Yoder and me have a bet on this.
Yep.
What's our bet?
$100 that the Lions make the playoffs.
Okay. And I bet the 100 and I got the field.
Yep.
In a way, I really kind of hope I have to give you $100 because I really like Detroit. And they're a kind of team.
The
that
meathead.
They could really upset some teams in the playoffs. They've got a really good team. I think Dan Campbell's done a hell of a job. I don't know who the coach of the year is going to be because is it going to be Dan Campbell or is it going to be the guy at the Giants? The Giants have absolutely no wide receivers.
What
at
about
all.
the Jets? You don't think Robert
They're
Saleh?
not in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, they look great. I think it should be Dan Campbell.
Robert Saleh fell off though in the end.
I think it should be Dan Campbell because I mean, if you look from week 1 to now, they're putting up 35 points every week.
He's done a hell of a job. The offensive coordinator's done a good job, but the Giants have done really good with no receivers.
The Lions have been, I would say, other than like your powerhouses, the most entertaining team to watch in the NFL.
I think they are probably in the top 3 most entertaining. Who would you name better than that, more?
Well, I mean,
Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Buffalo.
Yeah, just the low hanging fruit
In the
of
NFC,
of those guys.
In the NFC, the Detroit's the most fun to watch because they score points.
Yeah, I mean they're going to put up 28 to 35 points a week, and I mean that's all a testament. Everybody's bought into the Dan Campbell system. I thought he was a meathead. I still think he's a meathead, but he's done a great job with that team.
They've done a good job. They buy into it. Aaron Glenn's done a good
I
job.
took DeAndre Swift in a lot of fantasy leagues.
He looked
and
good last week.
Well,
It didn't matter.
it didn't matter. It
Aiden
fucked me.
Hutchinson has been a great pick. He's going to be the second. He's going to get the second most votes for Defensive Player of the Year. Sauce Gardner's going to win that. Offensive Player in the Year is going to go to the Jets also, and Garrett Wilson. So the Jets done a really good job drafting.
And I understand they got a Super Bowl ring out of the deal. But were the Rams too quick to get rid of Jared Goff?
If Jared Goff played the way he did this year, they would have won a Super Bowl with him last year. I think the reason they won the Super Bowl is because of Von Miller.
Man.
Where they at right now?
Staying at home.
Yeah, and without Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think that the NFL, there's going to be a lot of interesting things happen in the offseason. I mean, the Cowboys are fixing to have to cut bait with some
Zeke.
there's a lot of teams that. Or what are the Giants going to do? Do you re-sign Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah, and they got Saquon Barkley. They got signed. So they got 2 big contracts set to do. What's Denver do?
You're stuck.
And they're fucked. Then
You have ruined your team for the next decade.
Where's Tom Brady going to go? What do you think, Logan?
They're saying back to New England.
What do you think? I don't think he goes back to New England.
No.
I don't think he can go to a better place. He can go
No.
to better weapons that he's got on offense there that's got a place open for him.
Now, his line has been trash all year long. They've been hurt.
Would you trade for Sean Payton for a first-round pick? I wouldn't.
No.
He didn't do nothing in the last 6 years he was at New Orleans.
No.
I don't think so. I think, Carolina's got a tough decision. Supposedly, Carolina and Denver both offered Jim Harbaugh their jobs. As a Michigan guy, what do you think about that?
I bet he stays with Michigan.
I think he should. If he stays at Michigan, he wins 8, 9, 10, 11 games every year, he's fine. You go to Denver and you win 8, 9, 10 games, they're going to fire you after 3 years.
Yeah.
And he ain't got nothing to go for at Denver.
No.
Like they said about Nick Saban. Why would Nick Saban go to the pros? He don't have to worry about draft picks. He can recruit.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to recruit a 5-star player than it is to get the chance to draft him.
And I'm assuming you're against TCU.
Yeah.
So you're for Georgia.
Yeah.
Why?
100%.
You're
Just
a Georgia
because they
guy.
beat
Just
wouldn't you
because
want to
they-
get beat by the team? Wouldn't you want to say Michigan got beat by the team that won the
Fuck
national
those
championship?
guys.
No.
Fuck them.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Were you going for Georgia or for Ohio State in the other game?
Georgia.
So-
100%.
Okay. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Do you feel sorry for that kid that missed the kick?
Not one bit.
The
See,
hate
I
room.
do. I do
A
feel
lot of
sorry
hate
for
in
him.
this room.
A lot of 20-year-old kid, that's a big thing.
You shouldn't feel sorry.
Did
for
you know Josh Allen and Stetson Bennett are the same age also?
him. Yeah.
I saw that today.
He's a 30-year-old throwing. I saw this.
He's
a
25.
He's a 30-year-old throwing short slants to 18-year-olds, the best wide receivers in the league,
That's what the Buckeyes people say.
against a bunch of little kids.
Yeah, the Buckeye people are a little mad. They got a little envy there. Did you think the Big Ten represented well or not?
Yeah. They did okay.
You got beat between the two teams. You lost by what, 4 points?
Yeah.
I think that's a great year.
Yeah.
I really do. I think if your team, if you got 2 teams in the national championship games or the semifinals, I think you got to hit your conference at a hell of a game. Purdue did not look good.
No.
Penn State did look good. So, anyways, all right, Logan, we got 3 more weeks of football or 3 more weeks of hunting season left and 3 more weeks of football left to do. Well, I guess we go 4 weeks will be the Super Bowl. All right. Thank you for much for being on here. I appreciate you. Work hard. You do good. Your parents, they should be proud of you. I hope your girlfriend's proud of you.
Go Pack.
Because you get to
go.
come back here next year.
Yep.
It's tough shit, girl. All right. Thanks. Bye.
You're going to want to go look at our sponsors. Go check out Mossberg, Bosch Shot Shells, Dive Bomb Industries, Pacific Calls, Gundog Outdoors, Shin Gear Waders, Lucky Duck, Looking Glass Podcast, Hunt Proof App, Alpha Outdoor Specialties, Bangtail Whiskey, Stanfield Hunting Outfitters, Dirty Duck Coffee, Ducks Unlimited, and Double T British Kennels.